Mayor Godbold wants to go first, if you don't mind. Don't forget the microphone. And I'm going to remind you,
Chairman,
Mr.
if I had
Mr.
known
Mayor.
this was going to be this long, I wouldn't have taken that water pill.
In 3 minutes, you can take a break, all right?
But you did get your nap.
Tommy, I want to tell you and this board that I want, the main reason I stayed as long as I did, it gave me an opportunity to have you together and apologize for a letter I wrote you. And you were hurt, and you called me, and you said, why didn't you call me? And I should have. But that was on the NIFA issue, that was on the school issue. And it was a too strong of a letter. That I apologize for. Now, the issue we're here today for, I don't know just when you're going to cut me off, but you can cut me off when you get ready. But I want to tell you a story. In 1980, Jacksonville had an election. And I and Brantley, Senator Brantley, ran. There was only one issue. It was the highest rates, the second highest rates in the country that JEA had. Wasn't JEA's fault. It was we were buying oil on the spot market through Venezuela. And that was the cheapest thing to do. And they were doing a good job. But the public wasn't convinced of that. It was all about JEA. And you had to run against JEA. And I did. And I won. And my first commitment was to get those rates down. And that was, we had to do that. I sent Royce Lyles, the best financial man I had on my team, over there to run the JEA. And he did a hell of a job. The first thing we had to do was to get off of oil. And we didn't even have the plants built in a way that we could retrofit the plant. So we traveled all over this country together, Royce and I did, trying to find which way we could go. Nuclear, oil, gas, what way we could go. At the time, I went to 82 different plants in the country with Royce. I know my heart is with the JEA. That is a great utility, always will be. But I will tell you, this thing started a long time ago. There's no sense in going through what we're going. We all know the game. Right after I was elected, I've read the book. Right after I was elected, a young man a businessman came into my office. You'll throw me out. And they offered and he brought a Mr. Stevens in. We looked at him. He wanted to buy the JEA. He came back and made me an offer that I would be willing to go under oath, and I'm not scared of that. I've been there before. But the reason they wanted to sell the JEA, they said, listen, Mayor, here's what you got. You can sell the JEA and look at all the money you'll have. I read the book. You can take this money and spread it out and spend it, and you'll be the best mayor in America. Spending all of this money. I got Gert Smith, who was the chairman who had retired as chairman of Channel 4, and set up a committee of 35 people like this wonderful man leading here today, and I'm so proud of him. Gert had this meeting, and these meetings 30 or 40 of them all over town. And the recommendation was not to sell it. It was a good recommendation then, and it's a good recommendation today.
Mr. Mayor?
Now, Mr. Chairman, I sat here on my ass a long time to say this, and I'm not coming back again.
All right.
But I was in your district with a new group of people, and I've never seen a more upset people in any meeting I went to. I was out there at 9:30 at night. A guy 87 years old ought not have to be out there at night. I don't like being so frank. I don't like being against the mayor. I was with Delaney. I was with Missouri. I was with Peyton. I enjoyed being with you, and I want to be with you, and I want to make this team in this city the greatest city there is. But this has come before us. The one good thing, and I'll end with this, Mr. Chairman. This one good thing that's happened to us is united this community like nothing else has united us, except one at a time behind the football team. And if you thought that was a big crowd, you wait till the next crowd we get out against this thing, and you going to have a riot on your hands, because this will be the biggest crowd. The Gator Bowl will not hold these people that we're going to invite to tell you for the one last time, let's call this thing to an end. Now, anybody that can sit here today, after what we've been through, and say they have confidence in this board, I don't know where they've been. Now, we know that there's maybe three people on this board that whatever the mayor asks them to do, give it away, they'll vote for that. But the rest of you know what's best. I was raised with you. I've supported you all my life. I've supported your daddy all your life. Do your duty, and this put a good manager over there. Not to tear it apart, but to build it and grow it and keep it. I wished all of you and me were loved as much as our JEA. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,
I know
Mr.
you
Mayor.
gave me a privilege.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Are you gonna come in on a helicopter when that happens? Thank you, Jake.
I got it blown out here.